Hey Marcy, just wanted to say happy birthday and love you so much. Just want to make sure you feel so special on this day because you really are, and you've been such a blessing in our lives.
Happy birthday!
One of the funniest moments, and it's something that happens actually often, well, it happens at least a couple times a year, is whenever we play Pictionary all together, and Marcy is like super hyped and super into it, and it's just like guessing all over the place, and it's really just, I find it really funny just because you see her personality just completely come out in the game, and it's funny because, you know, in the midst of it all, she's joking around and she's having a good time, and it just makes me laugh.
So, a funny moment that I can think of, or that I often think of if I think of a funny moment with my mom, is definitely when I was in the hospital, and we used to go out into the garden a lot if we had some free time or I was feeling good, and she would swing me around on my IV pole and we would drift around the garden. It was really fun, and we do that a lot. And sometimes she would just like run after me. If like Dwayne was pushing my pole, she would come and run after me, and we have races around the garden. But yeah, I would definitely say that's one of the funny moments that I often think back on.
I think one of my favorite funny moments with you is when we were, I think it's at our old apartment, and we were playing that speak out game or whatever it's called, where you put the plastic things in your mouth and you have to say the words on the card, and your team member has to try to guess what you're saying. Oh my gosh, I cried so hard from laughing. You were getting so mad at Dad because he could not figure out, and Patrick and Dad were just the exact same. They were saying stuff, so you and I were just so frustrated because they were not saying it right or whatever. Really just playing games with you in general. I always have so much fun because I love seeing like how competitive we get.
I would say my funniest moment with Marcy has got to be the time when Taylor was probably about 3 years old. And I know you guys have heard this story 1,000 times, but it's when we were down at the clubhouse looking for, just looking around, and Taylor was so upset, and she told Marcy, "Where are my frickin' ass floaties?" That's got to be the funniest moment because Marcy could barely hold it in, and I was cracking up, trying not to laugh. So hope you're having a wonderful day, sweetie. I love you.
One funny moment that I have with you looking back on all the years is, well, it wasn't funny in the moment for me, but one day it was at the Ortona house. You screamed my name to come downstairs. You're like, "Miranda, come here, help!" And you were sitting under the kitchen sink and trying to fix something, and you put ketchup all over your finger and pretend like you either chopped off your finger or something happened, and I freaked the crap out. And so in the moment it wasn't that funny, but looking back on it, it was pretty funny.
I think one of my favorite mom moments with Marcy is just remembering growing up, whenever I would be working on an essay or something like that, I always felt like I could go to her to help, to ask her for help with it and just correcting mistakes and looking at punctuation and spelling and all those things. And it was just a really awesome thing because I knew, like, after she looked at it, I had confidence that, like, oh, like, she's gonna catch all the mistakes, she's gonna see if like I did anything wrong, and she's gonna like show me how to do it right. So just want to thank you for that, Marcy. It really meant a lot. So,
and my favorite mom moment is when Kaylee has been just kind of going crazy this quarantine and wanted to buy a house, and you talked her rent a house, get out of here, do lots of different things, and you talked her out of it. That was very much appreciated and very much just a total mom thing to do.
My favorite mom moment is definitely when we were heading to our Europe trip, and when we stopped to go park our car at the valet, we had like reservations there. The guy said that they were full and we didn't have any spots left available to put our car, and our flight was in about like 2 hours, so we were just like all panicking. Mom steps out of the car, walks into the building, and we're all just waiting there. We wait there for like 10 minutes, and she comes back out with the manager, and they're just buddy, and the manager goes, "I got a spot for you." And so I don't know, I always admire my mom can just somehow make things appear, make spots appear, apparently. But I thought that was really funny.
Well, I've been tasked to describe Marcy in one word. What would the one word be? No, it's not the same word you're thinking of. My favorite word for Marcy is amazing. She's just an amazing woman who can do anything and everything. I'm so lucky in this world to have her in my life, and I just can't be more thankful. I love you a whole bunches, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you. Bye.
Yep.
And if we were to describe you in one word, my word would be confident.
Why is that?
Because you are a very confident woman. Pretty much whatever you want to do, you're going to do, and it's going to get done, and you know that it's going to get done.
I think one word or phrase to describe Marcy would be mama bear. And that's because, you know, you love your kids so much. And you just want to protect them. You want to make sure that they're safe, and you want them to grow as well. You don't just want to necessarily keep them close, but you desire that we all would just, you know, become better people. And yeah, so I guess mama bear is a good descriptor of that, because like you want to see us grow up into strong people, but you also will protect us to no end. So, and I really appreciate that about you.
But just one thing I absolutely love about you is just your determination, whether it be just in everyday life and simple circumstances when you're standing up for us, or when we're screaming at each other during a game of Seen It. You're always just determined to see something through, and I just love that about you, and I really look up to you with that.
My word is passionate, because you are very passionate about your kids, your family, your grandkids, what you believe in, your way of life. And that passion spreads down to us kids, and it'll spread down to your grandkids. And I love that, because it teaches us to be passionate about the things that we believe in and that we love. And you always make your family a priority, and that means the world to me coming into the family. And I know, you know, it's made a huge impact on his life and what he's been able to do in life because of your passion and your love. So
I think if I were to pick one word to describe my mom, it would be nurturing, because I think she thinks of us as all her plants, and she's given us enough sun and enough water and enough care through our lives to make us so we can grow strong and healthy. And she's been there for us even when our leaves were falling off or our stems were sagging and sad, and she would help nurture us back to health so that we could be big, strong, independent plants one day and spread our seeds to the world.
I love you, Marcy. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I love you so, so much. Bye.
Hi, sweetie. Happy birthday. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you.
thank you for your love, and we
Happy
hope you have a
birthday.
happy birthday. Love you.
Love you.